Good morning, church family. I hope you're doing well on this Monday morning. I just want to tell you that it was such a blessing. So thankful to be able to be back with you yesterday and just to be able to see your faces and to worship alongside of you. It's so glad that everything's kind of getting back to normal as we still shift through these uncertain times. Before we get into our reading for the day, I just want to remind you, I'm sure you know, but today is Memorial Day. As we remember those who have given their lives, they've paid the ultimate sacrifice so that we can have freedom, so that we can freely do pretty much as we please, so that we can meet together on Sundays without persecution, so that we have the freedom to worship our God. We've been given so many freedoms, and those freedoms have been protected by so many. So today, reach out to someone who is a veteran. Reach out to someone who you know may have lost a veteran in service for our country, and just let them know that you love them. The best thing that you can do for any of these people that you come in contact with is to tell them that you appreciate them, but also to share the good news of Jesus with them. And so I want to encourage you to do that today, to reach out to and to remember and to reflect that there are many people who have given way more than we have, and that we should appreciate them, and that we should respect them, and we should thank them for what they have done. But as we get into our reading today, we are in 1 Kings chapter 18, verses 16 through 39. And this is an incredible passage that really displays who our God is and how powerful he is. This is the chapter where we read about Elijah and the prophets of Baal, where they make two different altars, and Elijah says, well, call on your God to set your altar on fire, and nothing happens. And he sets his altar on fire, or sets his altar up, and even pours water on it 3 different times, and then calls on the Lord, and it is set on fire, and he proves himself as God. And as we read this passage, there's a few things that really stick out. And the first is that there is one God, the God of Israel, the God who we worship, the God who we later know on this side of the cross as Jesus, who came and lived and died and was resurrected from the dead. There is one God, and that one God is to be worshiped and to be praised and to be glorified. But second, this one God that we're speaking of is powerful. I mean, this God set an altar on fire that had been drenched in water. And I mean, this was easy for God. When we think about all the amazing things he's done, when we think about that he spoke creation into existence, that he didn't even have to work with his hands and put it together. He spoke, and the creation obeyed him, and creation was formed. This is the same God who was powerful enough, as we read in the book of Romans, that the same God that was able to raise Christ from the dead, this God that we serve, is powerful. Because he is the one true God, because he is the powerful God, he deserves our obedience, he deserves our praise, he deserves our worship and our lives. So as you read this, I hope that you are encouraged that you are following the one true God. As Jesus claimed, he's the way, the truth, and the life. He is the one. And I hope that you remember that you follow the one true God who is full of power and might, the God who can do anything more than our minds can conceive, the one true God who is to be worshiped. So I hope on this Memorial Day, your week gets off to a great start. I hope you have a great day with friends and family and can remember and celebrate our freedoms. And I just hope that today, that as you remember those who have given their lives, you also remember this one true God who we're talking about, who gave his life and rose from the dead so that we can be made right with him. So I hope you have a great day. Know that I will see you tomorrow. I love you, and I'm praying for you, church. And I'm just so thankful that I got to see you and that we're going to be worshiping together as we go. So have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.